Hello everyone, I am Dr. Adil Zia and welcome to Marketing Communications, Chapter 1, Part 2. In this chapter, we will try to study two main learning objectives. First will be defining the marketing communication mix, and second about the various components of marketing communication mix. If you see here, I have written marketing communications as MarCom. In various books and literatures, you will find that many researchers have mentioned this terminology as marketing communications. In many literatures, you will find that researchers have mentioned MarCom as to define marketing communications. This marketing communications is also known as the promotional mix. This is about the 4 P's of marketing, and the 4th P of marketing, which is promotion, is discussed here as communications. If we try to define the concept of marketing communications, we can see that it is the exact approaches used by organizations to promote its products and services to the target customers. Now, to promote their products and services, organizations can use a combination of various tools. These tools we will see in the coming slides. To this aim, the organization tries to mix or combine MarCom or the marketing communication tools. For example, one company can use advertising and sales promotion together, or events and public relations. If we see here in the slide, I have mentioned 8 main modes of marketing communications, starting from advertising, sales promotion, events and experiences, public relations and publicity, direct marketing, interactive marketing, word of mouth marketing, and personal selling. All these modes of marketing communications can be used individually or as a combination of 2 or more than 2 modes of marketing communications. This slide is very important, which explains the overlapping nature of various modes of marketing communications. A lot of students, they have confusion to define and allocate one activity under advertising or in sales promotion. Here in this slide, you will see that there are lot of overlapping methods or overlapping modes which cannot be separated or isolated from other. If you see direct mail, incentives, direct response advertising, product and service advertising, corporate advertising, publicity, stakeholder, all these things are direct advertising, but at the same time it shares some portion with promotions and public relations. So you will find that these methods of communications are overlapping with each other. We will try to see in the coming slides how we can identify one mode of communication from other. Now, in this slide, I have explained a little bit about advertising, and you will find that it is a paid form of non-personal presentation and promotion of ideas, goods or services by an identified sponsor. Now, advertising we all see around us. There are various types of advertising: audio, video, text, pictures, or a combination of both. And these audio, video, text and pictures, they have their Objectives, different objectives. So on the basis of objectives, organizations decide which type of advertising to opt for a specific product or a service. The main objectives of advertising can be for information, to persuade, and to remind about the product or a service. Second is about sales promotion, which is a variety of short-term incentives to encourage trial or purchase of a product or a service, including consumer promotions, trade promotions, and business and sales floor promotions. Now you will find that there are only two main criterias of dividing the sales promotion. We can say sales promotions can be for the consumers, which is known as the consumer promotions, and second may be for the trade or the traders or the organizers. These are called the trade promotions. So we have two types. One is consumer promotions and trade promotions. The main objective of sales promotion is to increase consumer demand, stimulate market demand, to get potential buyers to heed a call to action and increase the size of purchase. Now, advertising has a different main objectives, you can see here, whereas promotions have a different objective. In a very simple form, you can understand the advertising is not directly forcing consumers to purchase more of a product. Rather, it is persuading and reminding and informing the customer about the product and service. Whereas the sales promotion targets to increase the amount of purchase. Like for example, if you have buy one get one free, this sales promotion is targeting to increase the amount of your purchase, increase the value of your basket which you are purchasing. For example, when you go to market and you find lot of sales promotion, you tend to purchase more of a product than earlier. So sales promotion increases the amount or the value of product or services which you are going to purchase or planning to purchase, and this planning comes from the advertising. Okay, now third is related to events and experiences. This is the third most important part of marketing communication mix, where you will find a lot of companies, they try to promote their products and services using events and experiences. And to establish brand related interactions, various companies plan activities and programs, and these activities and programs can be like sports, educational, entertainment, health related, etc. And nowadays, as we all around the world are facing a big problem of COVID-19, so during this COVID-19, many organizations are conducting awareness campaigns and about the information related to health, safety and hygiene measures. So all these things are a part of events and experiences where companies try to interact and inform their customers about the product and services they are offering, means about the company. So we can divide this marketing events and experiences into some of the important groups. We can have like speaker sessions, networking sessions, conferences, seminars, workshops, sponsorships. Like in sponsorship, you may find a lot of companies. They like Pepsi, Coca-Cola, all these companies. They provide sponsorship to the players in the sports. In a lot of sports, you will find that companies are coming forward and they are providing sponsorships. In workshops and seminars in medicine, you will find a lot of medicine companies or pharmaceutical companies. They are giving workshops to the doctors and the medical staff about their usage of their new medicines and the procedures. Similarly, in some of the gadgets company related to medicine, they are providing conferences and seminars to doctors and the additional staff about the use of their products, because new technologies are coming up with the latest gadgets, and there is a requirement of the trained people, trained staff. So many companies which are coming up with latest gadgets in any field. Let's talk about the medicine, or we talk about management or any other field. They provide conferences and seminars. So it's also a part of event. It's a marketing exercise, and their main objective is to create awareness and brand image. Okay. The fourth one is related to public relations and publicity. Publicity is again a very important part of marketing communication. Here we can find that there are variety of programs directed internally to employees of the organization or the company. Let's see it in a very simple simple way, that public relation talks about how the company is having a relation to the general public or the consumers or the prospects. They may be inside the organization, which are called the internal public, and outside the organization, which are called the consumers or other firms and organizations. So the main types you can find are related to media relations, community relations, corporate and social responsibility, public affairs, crisis management, social media, etc. These are the types of public relations. It's very, very important. Its main objective is to develop a positive image or a reputation. When we talk about reputation, all the organization wants to gain a positive image to their products and services, so that the consumers, they are not repulsive in purchasing their products and services. So any company which have a negative image or negative name in the market will not be easily accepted by the consumers. So it's very difficult for organizations to survive if they have any negative image in the market. I remember there was a time when one of the, I will not name, but there was one of the chocolate company which gained a bad name in the public, saying that it has some harmful chemicals in it. It was throughout the world. It was throughout the world, and that company had to withdraw all its stock from the world, throughout the world. So it has to change that stock in the market and has to create a lot of publicity and new public relations they have to develop in order to gain a positive image. There was a similar incident in India as well, where one of the noodles company gained a negative image in the market, and that company had to do a lot of public relation activity in order to again gain a positive reputation in the market. So it's also a very, very important component of the marketing communication. Next is the direct marketing. In a simple words, we can understand when directly the organization or the company, they are interacting, they are talking or communicating with the prospect or consumer, is called direct marketing. And we can have different means like the email, telephone, text message, internet, and so on and so forth. Different types are the internet based, face-to-face selling, direct mail, catalogs, and telemarketing, etc. The main objective of direct marketing is just to push the sales or push the product or service to the customer. The sixth important component of marketing communication mix is the interactive marketing, which is very popular these days. An organization, they try to interact, they try to communicate with the customer. It is like talking to the customer or the prospect, and its main objective is to develop interest in the brand and generate the curiosity in the minds of customer. It can be in the digital and in the traditional way. Digitally, we all know nowadays it's very easy through social media accounts, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all these accounts. The companies, they interact, they answer queries, they answer the questions or asked by the customers, they inform them, they take the feedbacks, etc. So all are part of interactive marketing. Seventh is word of mouth marketing. And word of mouth marketing is a very strong component of a marketing mix, this marketing communication mix. And this word of mouth marketing is a very solid, you can say, like rock-like solid marketing tool. And if you see from the behavioral point of view, it creates long-lasting loyal customers and long-lasting loyal, you can say, disloyal customers as well. Like if one customer is creating a bad name for the company, all the prospects and the customers will take his words very seriously. It's very important to have a positive word of mouth in market. So people to people interaction, written, electronic communication, all these are a part of word of mouth marketing. And we can have some types like conversation, communications, media, social media, communities, and reviews. Like online purchasing websites, they trust more on the reviews. And nowadays on YouTube also, a lot of YouTubers, they try to review the product or unbox the product, and they try to tell you about their experiences about the product and services. In reviews, in websites, they in hotel industries, they ask the verified customers to review their product or the service, and a lot of prospects, they review the comments and they trust them. Okay, so it's very important. Last is the personal selling, which is also very important. But in personal selling, the main objective is just to sell the product or the service personally, and it can be order takers, order creators, or order getters. Here, face-to-face interaction with one or more prospective purchaser for the purpose of making presentations, answering questions, and procuring orders. So it's a personal selling. It's a very simple and one of the oldest method of marketing your products and services. So it is also very important. Now this chart is very important, and it pictorially represent the effectiveness of marketing communication modes, you will find that vertically here it has mentioned low effectiveness and high. You can say these are the modes or the methods of marketing communication mix: advertising, direct marketing, public relations, sale promotion, and personal selling. So here we have taken only the 5 most important, and you will find if our main objective is to spread the awareness. So if you choose personal selling, it has the very low effectiveness or low impact. So the right choice for awareness is advertising. So advertising has the high impact, whereas the personal selling has low impact for awareness. If we are talking about the interest or generating the interest or curiosity about the product or service, we will find that direct marketing has the highest impact, whereas again the personal selling has lowest impact. You will find the personal selling here at the highest level, where you want to push the sales or purchase. If you want to make the purchase, it is at the highest level, whereas PR at the lowest level. So these are some of the important things you have to consider. If you want to generate a desire, then again you have direct marketing at the top, personal selling at the lowest point, and post purchase you will find public relations, PR at the highest level, and PS is at the lowest level, which is related to personal sales promotions. Okay, so this is all about the effectiveness of marketing communication and the related modes, all the components. I hope you like the video. If you have any questions and queries, don't forget to comment below, and thank you for watching.